Guys, welcome to Flossy James channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, I appreciate. Today we are going to be sewing an open front kimono. Okay, this kimono is so stylish. You can style it with a pant trouser, you can style it with leggings, you can style it with a normal jean, you can style it with a bralette, depending on how you want it to be. Like, it's so stylish, and when I'm done, I'm going to style it for you guys. I'm going to show you different ways of styling this particular open front kimono. Okay, so just connect to me, stay with me, and enjoy. So first and first, we're going to be measuring the length. We're going to be measuring the length of this kimono. So depending on how you want your length to be, like me, I want my own length to be after my knee. So we're going to measure it straight down. Okay, measure it straight down to the end. So now here we have 44 here at the length of the kimono. So to get the wideness, that is the breadth of the kimono, taking our wideness of our neck, we're using 3 inches here. Okay, 3 inches for the widening of our neck. 3 inches is the perfect wideness for this particular kimono. 3 inches. Okay. So we're going to, the next thing is going to measure our shoulder slope. So we're going to take 2 inches down from the edge. Mind you, this is the edge of the fabric, like the sleeve way, that is it here, and this is the neck way. So when you're measuring, this is the neck, this is the sleeve way. So we'll take 2 inches down here, like you can see, 2 inches down here. You mark it 2 inches, then you connect it to meet our neckline here. You connect it straight down to meet our neckline here to get the shoulder slope. So the next thing to do now is to get our armhole measurement, like the wideness of our sleeve. I'm not going to use my perfect armhole measurement. We want it actually very big, the armhole to be very big, so it will look very stylish. So we're going to use 15 inches for it. You put the tape where the 2 inches of your shoulder slope started from, then measure straight down to 50 inches. Okay, measure 15 inches. You're going to put your tape here and measure like 1 inch. Why are you measuring 1 inch? Because we're going to use this extra 1 inch spot to do the folding, like to get a very neat folding. You understand me? To get a very neat folding. That's why we are giving this particular 1 inch here. Just measure 1 inch, please. So after you've measured, not the done. So after you've measured, just going to rule a straight line down to the end of your kimono. Okay, so let's go. Down to the end of your kimono, front of the kimono, and this is the back of this kimono. So this is the center front and the center back. So now we're going to be measuring the center front length of the neck. Okay, this is the front, that means the front neck of the kimono. All right, so what we are going to do now is, okay, now since this place we are not measuring the bust line, the waist and all for this kimono, as we're going to use our armhole length as the length of our neckline. I don't know if you understand that. We're going to be using the length of our armhole as the length of our neckline. So how to get your perfect armhole is your full round bust measurement divided by 6. Divide your full round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So now my full bust measurement is 34 divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches is going to give me 7.1. So I'm going to use now measure 7.1 from here, 7.1. Okay, so I'm going to be measuring 7.1. So this is 7.1. Remember, only the front of your kimono, the front, this is the back, the front of your kimono. So this is 7.1. Okay, after measuring 7.1, I'm going to go in by half an inch. I'm going to go in by half an inch. All right, half an inch. This is going to help me. This is going to help this kimono lap well on the bust, because we're going to be putting like a band round the kimono. Okay, we're going to be sewing a band round the kimono. See, this is going to help us. This is going to help the bust parts of this kimono lap very well, measuring in half an inch. Okay, then let's just measure the waistline, shoulder to the waist. Let's measure down to the waist to shoulder, which is from your shoulder. That's the beginning of this blouse now. The beginning of this kimono. Sorry, beginning of the kimono now. From your shoulder. That's the beginning of this kimono to your half length. That is to your waistline. Is 16. So we are measuring 16 now. So after measuring 16, we're going to go up by 2. Go up by 2 inches. I hope you can see this. Go up by 2 inches. After going up by 2 inches, we're going to connect this half inch we measured here. We're going to give it like a small curve straight to this 2 inches we measured up. I don't know if you understand this. Let me repeat again. We're going to start up by, we measure 3 as the breadth. We measured the length at 7.1. That is your armhole length measurement. So you have your own. So divide. So like I said, let me go back to what I said. So we measure, we measured from the shoulder down to your half cut, which is to your waist, 16. That is the standard measurement, 16. Then from that 16, we measure upwards 2 inches. That is how we got this line. Alright. Then this line, we got it through measuring from your shoulder to your perfect armhole. Okay, my armhole is 7.1 because I divided my full bust measurement, which is 34 by 6 plus 1.5. So you have your own armhole to divide. You measure your own full bust by 6, then add 1.5. That's how we got this. That's how we got this, and we went in by half an inch. So we're going to connect this half an inch line, curve a little bit curvy to make this 2 inch. So we're going to curve it a little bit, not too much, just a little to meet this line. Alright, then we are going to slant this line. Center front. So we're going to be working on the neck. We're going to be working on the neck of the center back. So we're going to be using same. So how to just get the back the same length of the same wideness of the back. Just notch it to get down. You just notch it together like this. Then you flip over. You have the same notch here. So you just use your stuff to mark it well. Okay, then what you have to do next is you check properly. Perfect, we have 3. So we are going to be coming down. Mind you, we are using this line here of the fabric as our starting point. So you go down by 1, go down by 1, go down by 1, go down by 1 inch. Okay, sorry, you can use your free hand if you know yours is straight. So go down by 1 and you curve it. You make it curve. Your curved ruler to do that. For me, sometimes I like using my hands. I like using free hands. I don't know why. Sorry. You just make it curve, like a curve. Just make it curve. Okay. This is for the neck and this is for the front. Then you just cut it out. So now we're going to cut them. All the marked spaces, we're going to cut them all out. So we're going to cut out we're going to cut out all the we're going to cut out the back neckline first. So let's start. Going slowly. Sorry, my scissors is having a little bit of problem. We're definitely going to get a new one soon. So we're cutting out the back neckline. Then we're going to start by cutting out the front. Going a little bit, bend it down, and you cut it out. Okay, cut it out. Then we're gonna cut out this one slowly, to meet it. You can see, right, for the front, and you can see for the back, and you cut it straight. You cut it straight down to the end of your kimono. Mind you, when cutting straight down for your kimono, don't forget to cut only the front and not the back. You're cutting just the front open at the middle, and the back, you're cutting only the front open. Like you can see, this is the front. I'm going to cut it open to the end of this kimono, while the back remains the same, locked. For the next thing, we're going to be cutting our shoulder slope. We're going to be cutting on the right line. We're going to be cutting a little bit far from the line. This one, you're cutting it together, the center front and the center back. You're cutting it together. You're not cutting any one separate from the other. Like I said, I'm going to cut out from here the 1 inch we measured here, while this 1 inch is to help us fold the hem of the kimono. All right, we've cut it in by 1 and cut it straight down. So I've already cut it already, because I'm just putting it back to show you how I did it. So you see it? I'm taking it out. You can't really see well because the fabric is a little bit dull, like dark a little. This is the back neckline, this is the front neckline, this is the front, and this is normal. And also this is like the factory edge. It's not supposed to be here. Okay, I'm going to fold this out. I didn't cut it out because I don't want the kimono to be short a little bit, so I will just fold it in. I'll show you guys once more. Okay, this is it. So we're going to be sewing a band around the neck, around here, through to the end of the kimono, everywhere. We also go a band from here straight around the neck, all over to the end of the kimono. And now, this is the band I measured. As you can see, it's very long. I measured 4.5 inches wideness.